Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. Sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, today we are talking Oprah. We are talking the color purple because something in the milk isn't clean, you guys. Something in the milk isn't clean. Oprah has just announced that on the 6th, so in a couple of days, you guys, she's going to start a 3-part series of, Oprah's big interviews on her channel, and is, going to interview first Taraji P. Henson. Is interviewing the 3 stars of the color purple. But I have several questions because something in the milk isn't clean, you guys. Why wasn't this, I don't know, a part of the original press run for the movie? Is anybody else just confused as to why there's so much drama? There is more drama in the headlines about this movie, about this remake, about this musical, than it is people putting themselves and actually going to the theater to support this. So, as you guys know, a few weeks back, Taraji had that meltdown where she was breaking down how she almost didn't do this movie. I think even Fantasia said she almost didn't do this movie because the money wasn't right. And, Taraji was trying to break down, even though these articles will come out and say that she's making $10 million for this or whatever, that really, the agent gets 30% of the cut, the tax people get 50% of your gross, and then before it even gets to Taraji, whatever the net pay is going to be, you got to pay the lawyers, you got to pay the PR people, you got to pay the stylist, the makeup person, the whole team that is around to make you look good, right? So we have that, and a lot of people speculated that Taraji was talking about Oprah. Because why would practically nearly 24 hours later, and this is the thing, thanks to Cat Williams, these people who are responding immediately or within the first 24 to 48 hours, I'm just calling you're guilty, right? So Taraji did this post basically indicating that Oprah was not at fault, it wasn't an issue, all of these things, and she had to make a call to Oprah, and Oprah made something happen or what have you. But there's footage of Oprah not even wanting to take pictures with you, Taraji. And barely even wanting to hold your hand. So you're saying, I know you guys are gonna be like, well, she's doing a 3-part series, so how is this damage control? What's happening? Well, because the biggest insult was to Whoopi Goldberg during this entire press run. So much so that Oprah did not even bother going to The View with the rest of the Color Purple cast, who went there to give Whoopi her flowers and give her a standing ovation. And there's been all this talk, how there has been little to no talk about Whoopi Goldberg and her impact on the original film, you guys. So, at the height of that, on Oprah's YouTube, she posts a throwback interview with her and Whoopi, quote-unquote, patching things up. But there's no current interview about anything being patched up, which leads me to believe there's still issues, there's still drama. And furthermore, there are several reasons that, this is flopping, that this remake is flopping. Number one, I think the biggest, completely, missed opportunity is being in tune with this new generation. And this new generation who has not read the novel, and I can, guarantee the majority have probably not even seen the original film. So they don't know all of the nuances, they don't know the full story of, how this was adapted and what was left out in the original and what was incorporated into the film. So they're going in having no idea about anything, and some people are even leaving or not liking the direction of the storylines or not liking the direction of how all of this came to be. And you have all these people who are pretending on Twitter to be these big supporters of the Color Purple, but they are not translating to the box office success. But this started off bad from the start, you guys, even before Taraji's meltdown, because Oprah herself was doing interviews talking about how the studio wanted Rihanna or Beyonce to play one of these lead roles to attract more people to actually see the movie. And basically made it seem like, some of these cast members that ended up making the movie are afterthoughts because they had to audition. There were some people Oprah fought for to do this movie, but there are other people who had to flat out audition who are esteemed actors who have lots of experience in Hollywood. But the studio was willing to forgo that. Warner Brothers was willing to forgo that if they just made a call and Beyonce or Rihanna said yes. But now we're at a critical point at this, situation, because we need to find out if or when this musical has an opportunity to rebound, to even break even. That's what I want to know. Because it seems like everything that Oprah has been doing has been very reactionary during this press run, which tells me there was a lot of miscalculation, there was a lot of misconceptions, and a lot of assumptions about the audience, about who was going to support this, about, all of these things. And then, when Taraji kind of exposed and confirmed the things that Monique was saying, it kind of just blew a lid off of everything, right? So I am just curious, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? And how is it that we are going to be able to, recoup at least the cost to make the movie? Because this just sounds like a no-go. But this is another example where not everything needs to be remade. And especially not everything needs to be turned into a musical. Working on Broadway and having this as a Broadway thing is completely separate. And there's a completely different audience that goes to Broadway shows. So I just think, I don't know. I just think some things were jumped the gun. And there were some assumptions made. And there was a misconception about who the demographic was that you were actually trying to promote this to. And I think you missed the mark with some of these people. So there's that. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.